Hey guys, this is Michael Gasiork over at Startup Grind talking about some of my favorite content marketing tools. Today we're going to talk about Quuu and specifically Quuu Promote, which is the paid version of this tool. When you're getting your hands wet with what Quuu actually does, I want to make sure that you know what you're yourself into. So just a quick view of the site. Um, Basically, you connect your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, whatever, generally through Buffer, which is an incredible tool for social media marketing and social media promotions. It's an automatic scheduler. And you picked some categories that you're interested in. For me, it's entrepreneurship, it's AI, it's marketing, it's content, and a few others. And once you've done that, Quuu basically works with actual writers, with marketers, and with their own sort of crowdsourced crew to pick some of the best articles in that space for a given day or given week. They're seeing kind of what's popular and helping you populate your own feed. It's not the kind of stuff that you see everywhere else, but it's rather just picked from all across the internet. So you're getting a little bit more blog posts and stuff like that. Now, granted, my Twitter is not the most active place in the world, but I'm still getting some extra posts that come right through Quuu. I did not actually write this piece, nor did I put this tweet together. Instead, Quuu knows that I care about startups, that I care about marketing and growth, and it decided to slot it in for me. And there's a bunch of stuff like this, right? There's a few retweets. There's a like, which is for the alternative being nothing here. It's a nice to have. It's definitely a nice to have. Um, so this is what my Twitter looks like plugged into Quuu, and when you actually log in yourself, we'll go ahead and do that with Buffer. Get allowed access. And here's some of the stuff that you're going to see, right? You can see some of the categories and how many articles are in the queue right now. So advertising industry, very popular. Artificial intelligence, very popular. What else are we seeing here? We're seeing business networking. Even the cannabis business is an interesting niche, right? These are all topics that are effectively interesting and worth promoting to, because they probably also have a lot of people who are interested in those topics. So someone is curating them, right? Content marketing is also something that's selected for me. I'm going to unselect it, and I'm going to show you guys maybe something around. Let's go for artificial intelligence, shall we? Great. And now, over time, my Twitter will have more content from AI posters and stuff like that. So that's what Quuu does on the consumer side. But I want you to take us to the marketer side. The link is different. It's quuupromote.co. You can go right to that and click the login, or you can just click promote here, and it'll take you to the site. I've already got a login. It's going to be a separate login, I believe. So you're going to need to actually make a second one. But besides that, the first thing you'll see is the performance of your previous posts. We just started running this yesterday, so we're about a day or two in, and we decided to go with a picture that had a quote on it, with the copy that you see here, and we decided to push it to the startups category. There's obviously stuff like an inspirational category, a marketing category, a books category, maybe a quotes category. But the startups category has a huge following, so when you decide to market there, it will be more expensive, yes, but you're hitting more people, generally speaking. These are the things that we actually decided to use for the copy. This one is going out to Twitter right here, and this one is going out to Google+, LinkedIn, and so on. So it's a fairly interesting automation schema that they have. I want to promote today this piece. 60 of the best marketing tools for startups. And rather than hitting the startup community like we usually do, I'm going to go ahead and hit the marketing community with this. I know that they're fairly engaged. I know the audience is fairly big. And the actual piece is good. It's got a lot of interesting content that does make sense for anyone trying to do distribution, doing creative work, analytics, and so on. I've used a bunch of these tools myself, so I can speak to it being good. Another thing that you'll notice is that this piece is actually fairly popular, so you'll probably want to go with promoting pieces that just trying to drive overall traffic, ones that have already shown that they will perform well on social media. And I think most importantly, if you're going to be posting a new piece that you haven't tried out with Quuu at all, I think you're going to want to do a few tweets and see what copy is going to perform best. So, before I decide to throw money at this thing and actually use copy, I've already got some copy that I'm going to be playing with for this one. You're going to want to just do some organic, unpaid tweets and see which ones engage well. So I would actually go ahead and probably start using Quuu something like 3 to 5 days after your article goes live in order to boost its overall traffic after you've already figured out what performs well organically, what the reception is, and so on. With that said, let's go back to Quuu Promote. I've got the link, and on the left bar, I'm going to click Promote a Post. Paste in the link, click Submit. It's all fairly intuitive. And here you'll see 2 boxes. One is for Twitter shares. This one's obviously limited by the length of the tweet, about 140 characters or so, with the URL as well. It gives you a nice little counter on the bottom, which is convenient. I would recommend going pretty much all in on the tweet if you can. Maybe tagging a few handles, maybe shouting out a few companies in your piece, maybe just giving a little more verbiage about what people should expect and getting them excited, creating a curiosity gap, etc. And then there's a long share. They prefer you don't use hashtags for it. Hashtags are not very good on Facebook. Whatever you would decide to do on LinkedIn and Google Plus is your business, but I would follow their advice. Don't bother using hashtags or usernames in the long share, just because it won't perform very well. So you already have an image. For me, I'm just going to keep this very, very simple and just use the image that we have here. For simplicity's sake, I'll screenshot it and throw it into Quuu Promote. It was the immediate image that was just captured, so that should go up here, and that should go up here. Great. So it automatically scans the title. It basically scrapes your HTML for what content you should be putting in these boxes to start. I've found success in throwing some hashtags on things. Marketing obviously is very good. Startups is very good. Obviously, some audiences, like the startup community, may be very jaded when it comes to hashtags. Maybe you don't use them. But I find the marketing people just kind of eat this stuff up. So a good way to kind of get a little bit of exposure for there for your piece. This headline seems to work fairly well. We've tested it. Start grind, and we're going to go ahead and tag our guy Andrew Frawley here, who's the author. It's a fairly good way of getting additional visibility for his writing. And a quick way to do that is just to copy the address to his account and throw it in there. So that gives me 6 extra characters. Very comfortable with that. And here, this is going right to Facebook. And for this, you maybe want to do a little bit more engaging copy. Maybe ask a question. Maybe ask what's your favorite one. And that's kind of what we're going to do here. Great. So again, a little bit more chatty, a little bit more casual. and I'm giving a little bit of extra space there. Obviously, you can see the link works well fine here, and it'll maybe select the most relevant category. I like to not leave this to chance. Um, I really prefer to pick my category. So for this, I'm going to go with the marketing category or the advertising category. Both of them are fairly good. But marketing, you'll see, is $30. Now, why is that the case? This typically means it's a very popular category, a very high engagement category, and a very large category, which means it has a lot of people who have chosen to promote it on their own private Quuu, right? So this generally means you're getting higher quality influencers and higher engagement. So, this is a fairly new tool. I'm enjoying the engagement that I'm seeing from it, but I definitely invite you to sort of play test it. So we'll try marketing out, and your results may vary. With that, I'm going to click submit for review. Now you will need to enter your credit card information in here. I've already done that. It's safe. They use Stripe to check out, but when you actually submit this, you are still eligible to be declined if there is some sort of inconsistency with your offering in the piece and what they actually land on, etc. Our pages are fairly well optimized to capture emails, which is how we assess their value. So we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. Cool. And now you should be taking to the screen where they say thank you, they're going to review your submission, and you'll get the reviewed submission email generally tomorrow or within sort of 48 hours. After that point, what happens is your piece will be in the Quuu database for about a month, which is to say it will be tweeted by everyone who has opted to let their Twitters be automated for that particular category, or their Facebook, or their LinkedIn. So why this is interesting? Because influencers are tweeting your stuff because they are tweeting it themselves versus retweeting your stuff or just favoriting your stuff, and because it's all fairly automated, so it's going to be promoted through their Twitters, generally on good faith by Quuu. So cool tool, very much enjoy using it. Your results may vary. We're just getting started using it, but we're liking the results. And for $30, it's worth playing with. So enjoy.